After effects of the operation in Iraq, it showed how the Army was not adequately equipped with handling soldiers with PTSD. On a daily basis, it's very likely that you would see things that would be upsetting to most people. You're trained not to think about it. You're trained to simply do as you're told, and you get to go do it all over again the next day. There was a huge explosion. I stepped off the gun to go help, and I stepped right into a pool of blood. Sergeant Huey's blood. That's where he had been hurt.
7 soldiers from 3rd Platoon were badly wounded. Sergeant Huey was in the worst shape.
The shrapnel went through his femoral artery, and he eventually passed away. When our platoon lost Sergeant Huey, we lost our heart.
Soldiers came back, and they were trying to suppress the PTSD. And one of the ways you suppress it is by doing cocaine.
That's all I wanted to do was drugs. If your mind was wandering before and you have trouble shutting it off, all of a sudden, oddly enough, you're giddy as all hell whenever you snort cocaine. Doing these drugs, it'll flood your system with serotonin and dopamine, and the next day, you feel like complete ass. So what do? You do more of it.
Nash failed 2 Army drug tests. He says he then asked his commanders for help dealing with the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. Nash's medical records show that he did alert Fort Carson doctors to his PTSD symptoms. The assessment concluded he was a current risk for harm to self or others. Now 4 years since David Nash was thrown out of the Army. He's still unemployed. He avoids crowds.
When I first talked to frontline people, I was lost. My mental state was in turmoil. I was a very unhappy person, smile on the outside, cry on the inside.